Aled, sorting your Germans chain of command models for a game at the club tomorrow night. Excellent. How you enjoying chain of command, Aled? I hope you're getting on well with it. Tonight, yes, she has. Thank you, Aled. All well, all going well. I'm going to prepare a few French, some First World War French chaps tonight. That's what's happening tonight, and I'm not getting enough data, so that's good. So I do apologise about that. Evening, Simon. Flocking tonight, eh? Well, let's see how we go. Evening, Nick. Good to have you on board as well. So we got, let's say we're doing some Peter Pig French tonight, so I'm going to base these guys up. Evening, Dave. You are still coming down the club on Thursday, I'm assuming. So I've got some French trench raiders, some French surrendering, and also some dead French as well. So I'm going to get these started. Enjoy the solo games. First game tomorrow against an opponent. Okay, that's going to be exciting. I'm sure it'll all go well. You're flocking, hate flocking. Flocking, hate flocking. Yes. It depends what you're flocking, really, I suppose, doesn't it? I enjoy some of it. Sometimes it gets everywhere. That's a problem. So these are the Peter Pig dead French. They're always very useful for games, just for having them littering the table once everything kicks off. So let's have a go with these first of all. And I'm going to get these trench raiders and surrendering French. Get these based up first of all tonight, and we'll go from there. So the Peter Pig dead have always got big bases, and they always need clipping down as well. I don't know why that is. It's just a thing. But here we are. So I've got to sort these out first of all. I've been trying to work my way through as many French at the moment as possible for Through the Mud and the Blood. I've not yet got round to making them into a square bashing army, but they are happily working for Mud and Blood, and I'm going to play a few games of it soon, I hope. Dave, my train ticket is in the wallet. Baker's Creek is almost ready. I'll be there, Alex. Good stuff, good. What do I need to bring, Dave? Anything? Dice? Tape measures? Just myself? Just let us know. I think Alex and Terry are also going to be playing as well. We were going to play I Ain't Been Shot one, but I remember that you'd said you were going to bring your ACW stuff down, so I thought, well, we'd said that we were going to play it, so we may as well. And it saves me carrying loads of stuff down again. Anyway, that was the plan. Anyway, folks, there's only 3 likes there. Hit that like button, you folks, if you're watching and enjoying. And yeah, it's last few of these. So I've got 2 packs of these dead. 16 should be enough just for scattering around the tabletop. As I say, just they look good. Patience. Indeed. Evening, Jonas. No hobbying tonight. I'm herding, feeding cats, and recovering from yesterday's episode of PCP. You're recovering from it. Fair enough. Or from Evening, Richard. Is that from Ken's announcement? Chatting to Martin about it earlier. Oh dear. There may be some. You never know. There might be some PCP T-shirts available soon. I'll say no more than that. Richard. In fact, speaking of the devil, I've got some of your type Hargos tanks here. I was going to get those prepared tonight. I don't know if I will do tonight. We'll see how we go. But they are sitting there. I still haven't done anything with them yet, but you never know. Maybe tonight will be the night. Right, well, let's just get these Frenchies cleaned up. It was just a screenshot Martin had taken. You know, that's what it was down to. But yeah, it was, I suggested it was made into a t-shirt. Well, you never know. It might be, it might not. But yeah, it's an interesting evening all round. So I've got these French trench raiders. Oh great, just sorting some French tanks for me. Oh excellent. Evening Kevin, good to have you all. I'll get you on board. And all. So these are like the little special pack that Peter Big did for that mini game. I think they did in the 15mm web magazine, webzine that they do. These were, I think these were sculpted for it, so I thought these will be interesting just to have as little fellas running around. So they've got trench clubs and all kinds of things going on with them. But yeah, I'm just going to clean these up, get them on a base, and then, as I say, these can be fitted in with some of the mud and the blood stuff that I've got going anyway. So there's very little flash on pig figures. That's always a good thing about them. They are always very cleanly moulded. In most cases, this fella's got a bit of flash on him, but in general, they're pretty clean. You just have to clean off the very, very bottom of the base. Evening Alex, evening Steve. Remember I met you at Magna early summer? Of course I do. Been stalking you online since. Now Thursday's free and my risk trip down. Never played out before. No Tuesday night games tonight, so I thought he'd drop in. Nice one, Nick. Well, Dave, who is also in the chat, he is bringing a CW game down on Thursday. I don't know how many players he needs for it. There's me and 2 others who are interested. Don't know how many more you can fit in there, Dave. Maybe get another guy and get somebody else in. Might be worthwhile. I don't know. It's up to you, Dave. Over to you. Well, I quite like these surrendering French as well. Unfortunately, they don't do any Germans, surrendering Germans or surrendering British. Otherwise, I would have got those as well, because they'd be good for prisoners. You know, for various scenarios and things like that. I've been shopping 28mm French World War II vehicles tonight. By the look of them, the real ones were drawn by a 5-year-old. I quite like the French vehicles. They're idiosyncratic. I think is probably the word to describe them. They're very interesting. Some of them are lovely, like the Shah B1 and things. Those big things. I mean, they were pound for pound much better than the German ones of the time. They were just used differently. So, unfortunately, they were tactically inferior. That was the point of it. That should be enough bases for those guys. Or should I do 1 or 2 as big men as well? I might put a couple of these fellas on penny bases. There's a penny. I haven't got any other pennies. Have we got any more pennies up here kicking about somewhere? I might have, and I might not have. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. Can I see them? No, I don't know where my pennies have gone. So I might have to save a couple of these fellas to one side. Maybe 1, or at the most 2 more Major Generals could participate in the Battle of Champion Hill. Okay. Well, there you go. There may be a space for you, Steve, if you did come down. I want to get these guys here with the swords, sword and a pistol. I mean, it's quite ridiculous, but let's see what they're like. I'll stick the other ones on pennies later. When the stream is finished, now I can go and get some pennies. I'll do the surrendering fellas first. Let's get them sorted out. So I'm just using 15mm circular MDF bases here for this lot. Nice and easy. Then I will also put on some polyfiller just to fill them out. Trench raiders, put them to one side. In other news as well today, I've asked Paul over at Sabotaged if he would. Oh, I only got one set of surrendering French. It's because I've got two sets of dead ones, that's why. Getting confused. I asked Paul over at Sabotaged if he would design me a concrete tower, water tower for Singapore. Brill, no excuse now, only mildly telly. Don't worry about it, we're all friendly. Use a base your 28s on 2p coins, but are completely run out. Carefully hoarded stash has been emptied. Oh dear. Taken down the down to the bank, cashed in. And so yeah, I've asked Paul over at Sabotage if he's designed me a water tower for Singapore, as it was fought over. So I thought, so he has done, and that will be coming in the post soon, I hope. Hopefully in the next week or so. Yeah, don't be terrified, Steve. It's only us. You'll have fun. There'll be none of this platoon command. If you're playing, you'll need at least a division, possibly a full corps. Okay, fair enough. Whatever works. I can't remember the last time I played any ACW games. I'm probably talking decades ago at this point, I think. Long time ago. And I can't even remember what rules we were using, or what battle it was, or anything. So I'll be interested in giving it a go, really, and see what happens. We're not captains, we're generals in 6mm. Oh, that's true. True that. Can't we be brigadiers? Never mind. Yes, sorry, I've misread. Yes, we are generals, not captains. I've been enjoying doing these French First World War stuff. It's they're very nice, and lovely figures as well, and easy enough to paint. I haven't done it yet, but I am going to do a painting video on them at some point, or at least on the way that I paint them anyway. Likes, hit the like button. You know you want to. The rules are simple. Command and control is the tricky bit. Well, good. I like that kind of thing in a rule and a set of rules. I'm all about command. Sorry, I'm getting terrible internet access tonight. Oh, what's up with it? Let me just get cleaned up here. So I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, sorry, terrible internet tonight. Well, that's them bits done. I've also, as well, you may have noticed, I've also got a Newport 17 as well, sitting on the side here, which is almost finished. So I'm going to finish this off with a bit of grass on its base, and then I'm going to clean up these bits as well. So we'll do this first of all. This is going to be nice and easy. Should be nice and easy. It's only going to be there we go, done. Crash Newport. That was simple, wasn't it? Right, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get some polyfiller on these. So that's the next thing. Anyone else planning to go to Colours in Newbury on the 9th? Unfortunately not me. No, a bit too far away. Tiny's leaping about like an idiot. Hello, Tiny. Goodbye, Tiny. Yeah, you're getting buffering, Dave, because I'm getting. I've got a crap signal tonight for some reason. I'm afraid. I apologise about that. Alright, so let's just get these bases done on these fellas. These fella me lads. Can't believe how much basing material I've used up. Just give it a squirt and then clean it up. There we go. Very nice and soft. So no, I'm not going to colours, Simon. I'd like to. One day I will make it down there, but not this time. Is it? I'm assuming that's the 9th of September. Is it at the race course in Newbury? Right, Tiny's found something down there she's playing with. You're playing big tech, indeed. I'm playing small tech. That's what it is. Trying to silence me. Hey James, yeah, more First World War French. That's right. Just trying to sort out the last figures that I've got at the moment. I'm sure I'll be buying some more at some point in the future. Yeah, I need to put some more pennies in the internet. I do. I need to get a better signal booster. That's what I need. It's only just started buggering up and I don't know why. It is what it is. Evening, Sean Barry. Good to have you on board. Don't forget to hit the like button. So this is just some cheap wood filler that I use for basing. The next thing I'll do is I'll put sand on these, PVA and sand, and then just paint that brown and give it a dry brush, and that's it. 9th September at Racecourse, some interesting games on. It seems to be very trader heavy, certainly in terms of floor space allocations. Okay. Are you putting a game on, Simon, or are you just going as a punter? Are you buying anything in particular? Or is it just a day out? I'm not entirely sure how far away Newbury is from me, but I think it's quite a far way. So it all comes down to cost ratios, doesn't it, and time expended. I was going to be going to Ebor Lard this weekend, but unfortunately I've had to pull out of it because I've got taxi duties to the airport on Saturday, unfortunately, because there are train strikes. But I'm not so bothered because about 3 hours drive down, and it's my brother's birthday, so sadly you can't make it. Yeah, I think I'd looked at it before and saw how far away it was. I think last year sometime. Even on a train, I think it's a massive journey to get out. Actually, you have to go into London and come back out again, I think. So it's difficult to do it. But anyway, yeah, helping to run the Meg Pacto games, but we're sort of close enough. Simon Miller's big game to take a good look at that. You'll be at Warlord Open Day from Saturday. Looking forward to catching Andy, friends of General Haig. Say hello from me. And Yorkshire, Tiny's chased Amson's treadmill faster. She certainly does. She needs to be putting her hand in her pocket, that's for sure. Costing me a fortune. The little swines. Bad time to start paying for themselves. But yes, but never mind. I'm not going to Newbury. Evening, Andy. I think the Friends of General Haig signal went up. How are you doing tonight, Andy? You alright? Good to see you here. And what are you painting tonight? More Swedes? More Hussars? Who else is out there tonight? Anybody, by the way? There's a bunch of you watching, and most of you are pretty quiet, so say hello. Say hello in chat. I'm nearly done these, and then what I might do is, I think I might then clean up those Hagos Type 95 tanks I've got sitting there. I think I might get those out of their things because they've been sat for ages. It's just worthwhile just getting them underway. I'm trying, as always, trying not to buy too much stuff. The other thing I want to make in a moment as well is some tennis courts. That's the next thing on my list, but they're going to be relatively easy. Basically rectangles of grass with markings on them, obviously. It's going to be for the Tennis Club of Singapore. I'll be careful about that. I finished my work hours ago. Then I've got this work, of course. In its own way. I was thinking about making a starting work on a 1/35th scale tank. I've got a couple sitting about, not boiling on the stove, fresh out of the kettle. Okay, gotcha. I'll do that. I'll do it later on when I've finished. When I've finished the stream. I'll tell you what. I'm going to start the tennis courts because why shouldn't I? If I've got some plastic card, that is. That's the next thing to check. Right, that's them done. Ready and prepared. Evening, Carl. Ian Fraser. Evening. He bought the Fireball Forward rules after my review, and they look really interesting. Have you played a game yet? No, I haven't had a chance to play a game yet. I want to play a game though. Yeah, they are quite interesting. Some nice little nuances in them. But yes, I do mean to go back to them at some point. Just not had a chance because it's there's a lot of hidden movement in it, so I think you kind of need an umpire. So it's going to be quite difficult to do it solo. I'm sure there's a way of doing it. I just haven't worked it out yet. Just because of the way that the game plays, because of the interruptions and things. I'll stick them to one side. I'll sort with them another time. Right, let's see. Oh, well, a 3-inch piece of card, of plastic card that I could use. I reckon Tiny's playing with the wire tonight. I think she is. Umpire or blinds, yeah. You're sorting out booty from a site, twigs from the Widow Bank, and a new sieve for flock sifting and grading. Good stuff. Put them away. Run out of the stuff that I need. I'm waiting for some new plastic card to come in. look over here, see if I've got anything I need, anything of things I need. No, I'm not sure I do. A terrible signal tonight, I'm afraid, everyone. And there's not much I can do about it. I do apologise about that. I think these are do alright as a... this is 3mm. It's got 3mm plastic card. Your big pre-order pickup as colours of the Peter Pig Nile gunboat, plus some Bashi Bouzouks pushing towards the building and painting those once they get hands on, which all accidentally are close to the Mac local pub. So I had to, didn't you? Yes, of course. So I don't know whether to wait until I get some 2mm plastic card or use this stuff. This is 3mm, so it's annoyingly just too thick to work with properly. But I mean, 2 of those could make 2 nice tennis lawns in 15mm. That's cut in half. That could be. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a go. Just see what happens. First of all, how long is it? I need to find that halfway point between the two. So that's going to be about 14. Where's my pen? There it is. So look, so that's 29.7. So that's, well, let's go 14.9. Let's see if that works. $14.9. Get that line in there. And where's my big knife? Where's my big knife? I had it early. There it is. Just as I needed it. Just chop those edges off. Right. Operation Tennis Lawn begins. I'll actually measure these things. 20 by 14. 20 by 14. 20 by 14. Just round these off. Just had a bit of an idea. 20 by 14. I've got to remember that. 20 and 20 is 40. 14 and 14 is 28. 68. Just rounding these edges off them. I'll probably come back to these, but I'll just do this bit for now. I always round edges off when I'm making bases for things. It just looks nicer on the tabletop, I find. I've been looking for stuff that's rigid enough to work into walls and structures, but thin enough to massive 6mm. It's a nasty balance. Any suggestions? I'd say maybe 1 or 2mm thick plastic card. It should work for 6mm. Either that or buy some. Somebody will do 6mm walls somewhere. I'm not sure who, but somebody will do. Personally, I just prefer to buy them, but that's just me. Right. Okay, that's those half ready. I need to know is what a tennis lawn looks like. I can't remember what the courts look like on these. But look, I think I'm going to leave it at that simply because the internet is suffering tonight. So I need to I'll let it die off a bit. I'm going to leave it to that tonight. There's not much else I can do, I'm afraid. This was a bit of a last minute one, so I didn't really have a great deal prepared, but I've got some stuff ready there. So thanks for tuning in at least, and watching me struggle with the internet at this point. But I will leave it at that, I think, for tonight. So thanks for everybody for joining me, and I will see you in the next Storm of Steel video, which will be Friday night. So have a good one, and I'll catch you on the flip side.